Hey everybody, it's Christy, and we're here for another episode of Mind Your Own Business here on J.E.T TV. Tonight we have 3 more businesses that we would like to highlight. But before we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and give us lots of comments during this live feed. Make sure you share it to your page so that other people can watch if they aren't able to catch the live. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. All right, let's get started. I will introduce our first business. It is Laneen Morgan with Queen's Closet. Hi, Laneen. How are you?
I'm well, Christy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And next we have Miss Tobbie Jefferson, and she has 2 businesses tonight. She has J&K Transport and Jefferson Events and Travel, also known as J.E.T. Hey, Miss Tobbie, how are you tonight?
Well, hi, ladies. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you. So let's get started. I want to go ahead and just talk a little bit about what you guys do. And basically, let's start with Laneen. Where did you come up with the name Queen's Closet for your boutique?
We come from a biblical foundation because the Bible refers to us as royal priesthood. And a lot of times we, as women, we call ourselves queens, or, we talk about, just kind of the royal treatment, if you will. And so my husband always called me his queen. And so instead of making it a possessive queen's closet, I made it more of a queens. We're all royal priesthood. We're all his children, which means we are all royal. And so the name Queen's Closet comes from that foundation.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your boutique real quick. You are strictly online now. You did have brick and mortar, but you closed that down a little while ago. So now you're strictly online. Let's talk about what you sell at your boutique.
Okay, so I want to rewind just a little bit. I do want to say that tonight, because I no longer have my brick and mortar store, I'm strictly online. So we are actually relaunching Queen's Closet online store tonight during J.E.T TV. And at Queen's Closet, I'm really excited. To, they were saying when I first relaunched and went live earlier this week, someone called it the replay, and I'm still in that. It's the replay, and it got a little discouraging in the beginning, because owning your own business can cause this ups and downs, lows and highs. And I just believe this is just in my belly, and it's something that I desire to do. So Queen's Closet, I love. Women is kind of like my ministry. And so I love women to feel good and gratified. And so Queen's Closet is an opportunity to do something unique. The clothes are unique. They're upscale. They're on the night out. They're with your boo. They're some for church, some not for church. But it's that opportunity to have a little uniqueness in your wardrobe. It's clothes that you don't wear every single day. And I intended it to be that because it's Queen's Closet. So it's that opportunity for you to add to your wardrobe to enhance certain pieces. They're not like suits, they're unique pieces, individual pieces. So if you got a nice pair of pants, then you can just put like a plain t-shirt or something on there. Or if you got a nice banging top, you just put a simple bottom to it. So it's really just intriguing pieces where when you walk out the house, they're like, oh man, that's different. That's dope. That's hard, and then it makes that woman feel good when she knows she's looking good. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So Miss Tobbie, let's talk a little bit about your businesses. We'll go ahead and talk about J&K Transport first. I know you have a business partner. If you want to give her a shout out, she wasn't able to join us, but let's talk about your transport company first and what you guys do there.
Okay. Well, I want to give a shout out to my partner in crime, really, to be honest with you. And that's Kim Halstead. And the name of our transportation business, our actually motor coach, is J&K, which comes from Jefferson, which is my last name, and Kim, which is her first name. We just kind of juggled the letters around and see how we could make it so it would flow. And that's what we came up with J&K Transport. I mean, something very simple.
Yeah.
And we've been in business since 2014. We started with one little mini bus that was a handicap bus, and We rolled that poor little thing to death, and then we bought another one. And through the demands, we saw that we just needed to upgrade. So now we have a Cadillac minibus.
Oh,
Passenger with all the comforts that you've ever wanted to imagine. You know, reclining seats, electrical outlets. It has the laptop capabilities and also the DVD players. It's really, really nice. We're so proud.
So is there like a limit on how far you'll travel? If someone wants to go, to the West Coast, would you guys travel that far?
Well, probably not so much in the 40 passenger. Now, you remember I worked for Trans-South Motor Coach, and I think that's really the beauty of it, because if we're not able to accommodate our groups with the 29 passenger or the 40 passenger, you got that big old 56 passengers sitting right up there waiting to go out west if we need to.
Yeah.
But most of our folks are traveling within a 10-hour drive.
Okay.
So we're able to accommodate them very comfortably with the 2 motor coaches.
That's cool. And so let's talk about your other company, the Jet Travel. What do you do with that company?
Now, that is my baby. Now, Kim and I we share J&K Transportation. And of course, Kim has another business on the side. And Jefferson Events and Travel, which I nicknamed Jet, is my travel agency. And that has been in existence since 2012.
Oh, wow.
However, I want you ladies to know, I have been planning this for 10 years. I think what happened was that I had to pick up my dad one day in 2002. It was right after the 9/11 issue, and there was security. And oh my goodness, every airport had a security system that was just crazy. And my father was a little weary. Now, Dad was in his 70s at that particular time. And so he just didn't want to travel by himself, and he was coming down for graduation. So I volunteered, me, the street woman, volunteered to go up to him up and then bring him back through the security system. And we went, of course, through Rochester. And it was a horrible experience for my poor father. He had a steel bar in his knee, and they were just about ready to strip him naked just to find out where this beeping sound was coming from.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was very traumatic for him. So at that point, I realized that for seniors or baby boomers or those who do not get out a lot, they probably would need an escort. So after getting Dad, redressing him and getting him on the plane, to me, baby girl, you know what? I should have just traveled on the bus. I'm like, Dad, you're too old to be traveling on the bus like that. Well, anyways, we get down to Atlanta, and that's when it really started. I just decided that at most age of my father or myself, we work so hard, we really just don't have time to do but maybe a 1 or 2 week vacation. And basically, it's probably going home to see Mama, and we don't get to see the museums and the sites and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking, well, why not? I'll be the Pied Piper and they just follow me and we just go ahead and enjoy the trip together. So that's how it launched off.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that you've sent out like emails before. I've gotten an email about you guys planning like a bus trip. Now, which business is that for?
That's for mine, for Trans-South Motor Coach.
So basically, you're just trying to get, it could be like a women's trip. I know there was one for the women's conference before all this happened, COVID happened. But yeah, so that's really cool that you could do that. You are just plan something, and you can get other people that it doesn't have to be like your own group. It could just be.
Oh no, it's open out, and the beauty of it all is because we're under the umbrella technically of Trans-South Motor Coach. I should say for the training, our basic training was them. So if we fill up a 29 passenger or the 40 passenger, we move right on up to the 56 passenger. So we're able to accommodate whatever group that's traveling, and it works out quite well. And often, I have to admit, ladies, sometimes I'm on the road with 2 or 3 buses.
Oh, wow.
I
can't wait till we can go
again. Nice. Can't wait till we can get on the road again.
I know. I was really looking forward to the other trip that was planned I think it was going to be for this summer.
Yes.
And then COVID happened. So.
Oh, I can't tell you how many phone calls I have gotten from my senior just saying, I am pent up. Can we just go to the grocery store?
In the bus.
No, drive.
So let's talk a little bit about COVID. I want to hear how COVID has affected your businesses. I know, Laneen, yours is strictly online and you are actually relaunching. So has COVID affected your business at all?
It hasn't really affected it to the point where I can't operate. However, it did impact my vendors. So like where I get
Mhm.
all of my products from, shipment was down. So it kind of prolonged shipments for coming in of my product that I've ordered. But everything is starting to come in now. So it's coming in slowly but surely. So I'm excited about that. But because I'm not in the, I'm kind of thankful I didn't have my brick and mortar store because I don't think I would have ever survived uh,
Yeah.
19 with, with the business and all. But I had shut down last year, but way before COVID happened. But I don't think I would have survived it. So now, COVID has impacted just from the shipping perspective side of things.
Mhm. Okay. And what about you, Miss Toby? How has COVID affected your businesses?
Well, you know what? When it first started, it was just like, well, it's only going to be for a couple of months, so we'll be okay as
Mhm.
far as that. But technically speaking, about April, May, when the schools start canceling their trips, their field trips, I got to
Yeah.
get these kids out of the schoolhouse building trips. We're like,
Oh,
oh my gosh, this is serious. And of course, it was a little confusing because we didn't know what CDC was talking about. One time they were talking about this, and the next
Mhm.
thing our commander in
mhm.
chief was talking about that. So it was just a little confusing. Well, we come to realize that we weren't going anywhere. So it impacted the our motor coach business quite a bit. However, we are now up and running. It looks like we have basically met the requirements of DOT as far as the cleanliness is concerned. Our drivers have been informed. We just know, and basically, to tell you the truth, ladies, we were basically doing most of that anyways, to be honest with you. I mean,
Mhm.
Kim in my business, and we're just like mamas. You're going to sign in. We need to know emergency numbers. We need to do. I think the only thing we weren't doing was taking temperatures at that time, and so now that's what we're
Mhm.
doing. And as far as as far as J.E.T is concerned, I'm really geared to my seniors, and that is because I'm a senior myself, baby boomer, and I just don't feel safe right now for traveling, and so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
and people really do trust you. Once you get that clientele together, they trust your opinion. And believe me, they have been calling me anxiously wanting to travel. And I'm saying, it's just not safe yet. It's just not safe. However,
Mhm.
even though I have not traveled, I have been able to stay home for a minute to see my husband and my stepdaughter. And secondly, it's just to regroup. I have been working 52 years, ladies, without a stop.
Wow.
I
And
thought you retired.
huh?
You retired and then went back?
No, I never did retire.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, with Trans South, they just kind of shifted me to another area, so I never did retire. And I don't plan to. Nowadays, in this era of time, as far as baby boomers, our health is a lot better than it was back in the day.
Correct.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, we're at a point now where we have a little bit of change. Our house is paid for. We can now go see the world. And so
Yeah.
I don't plan to retire. I just gonna be a little case tour operator until or run off the side of the road or something. But until then, I do not. I don't plan to stay behind a desk very much longer. Probably another
Right.
years behind
Yeah.
that. But my urge and my love is to be on the road. It really is, and
Mhm.
so that stemmed from way back in the airline days. So I'm just gonna do it that way. But
That's
I have
awesome.
a chance to. I'm sorry.
I said that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I just have a chance now just to regroup and recharge
Yeah.
and to renew myself and come up with more ideas, better quality, better
Mhm.
service. So
Mhm.
I can say we were concerned about the COVID at one point, but really, to be honest with you, I needed to rest and I needed to recharge. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm just kind of grateful for the break.
I'm
Mhm.
hearing that a lot. A lot of people are saying that they have been on the show. They say they needed that time to break or to, revamp or, think of new ideas or whatever. So they're really, even though there might be a small negative impact, a lot of it has been positive because a lot of businesses started during this season where we were at home and we needed money. So let's start a business. So.
Exactly. And it really weighs itself out, to be honest with you. I mean, you're getting your rest, your health is better, walking, the blood pressure is down. All those factors come into play when you're stress-free. That happens, especially at my age. It really, it happens that way. So it really is an advantage. Your health is better.
Yeah. So let's talk about you guys' websites. Miss Tobbie, if you go to your website, is that where people go in order to, if they want to book a trip or to book the bus service? How does that work?
Well, actually, tell you the truth, you can do it both ways. With J&K Transportation, when you go there, there's a phone number there which will connect you directly to Kim. And Kim and I work very closely with the motor coach and also with my tour, so you can't miss. Now, if you go to my website, I have my name listed, Kim's name listed, TransSouth name, so that you don't miss it. No matter what you do. Yeah. So that's how we're doing it. So if you call either one of the number, or if you click onto the website, there's an email, and if you'll send an email, we'll respond within 24 hours.
Awesome. That's awesome. And what about you, Laneen? Your website, they just go, it's like shopping online, right?
Yep, it's just simple as that. Shopping online. You can also subscribe to get new arrivals, new items that's coming in. You can email me it's actually in my website, Laneen at queensclosetboutiques.com. And then you just go on there on the website, queensclosetboutiques.com.
Okay, cool. So is your shipping affected by COVID when you're shipping products to someone?
No, they're not affected at all.
Okay, awesome. That's good to know. Okay, so let's talk about social media. Do you use social media, Laneen, for your business?
I use social media a lot for my business. I use both Facebook and I also use Instagram, which both of those tags is Queen's Closet LLC, both Facebook and Instagram. So you can actually go to those different sites or social media platforms and see new arrivals as well. When you don't have a brick and mortar store, you just have to use what's out there to help sell your product. And so Facebook and Instagram, Instagram is basically free marketing. It's free marketing.
It definitely is, yeah.
It helps the budget as a business owner, and the platform has so many people in there that it kind of helps sell your product outside of where you live.
Yeah.
So even though I'm stationed in Warner Robins, social media reaches so far. So
yeah, it does, definitely. And what about you, Miss Tobbie? Do you use social media at all?
Well, I'm going to have to, because ladies, I'm an old schooler. They come by the office, and remember working with TransSouth. And once we purchased our motor coaches, I was talking to Larry, the owner, and he said, "Oh, you're going to park those buses right over here next to ours." So we would have our customers actually want to come and see, maybe we want to touch and feel and things of that sort. So we've always had an office. It's only now that I am home that I realize that I do need to reach out. Now, being over the 65 age area, I've got to call in the grandchildren. I don't have Facebook. You're going to have to help me. And they're like, "You're kidding, Grandma." No, I'm not kidding. I talk on the telephone. I think I'm doing great, just the email. And so while I am home, my grandson promised me that he would come over with a pen and pad. I had to write everything down. And he would show me how to actually establish an account for Facebook. Now, I do know that most of the baby boomers do use the Facebook, but I've been in the streets all this time. We've been traveling, and actually I hadn't had a chance, and they're always calling me. It is only now that it is forcing me to realize that in this law, I really do need to reach out. So, Sister Laneen,
yes,
call you. Okay, all right.
I'm sure that your grandson wouldn't mind you giving him some money and he'll just monitor your Facebook for you.
You know what? I've already got that in plan. I've already got that in plan.
And I will have to say that I wasn't always that adamant about social media because I didn't have the time, but I saw
Exactly. Exactly.
I saw the benefits and the advantages of utilizing social media and how widespread it is. Like you have all ages on social media. I mean, you have a diverse group of people. You have husbands that want to buy for their wives. You got, you have, daughters want to buy for their mothers and mothers want to buy for their daughters and they don't want to go out the house. So this is kind of like the perfect time to have social media and to advertise your product, whether it's a service or whether it's a product. Social media is the ticket.
Well, I'm writing this down, Sister Laneen, because you know what? Now I need every marketing technique I can. Before it was just call me on the telephone and we would chit chat.
Yes.
You
advance some.
That media, that technology is coming into play. It's biting me at my toes here. Come on, girl, get up with it.
And now more than ever, it's so prevalent right now in this season. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can imagine.
Miss Tobbie.
I'm sorry.
I say, we'll help you out.
Yes. Don't worry. I have both of your numbers. Don't. And if it doesn't work out, I'll call the pastor.
Now he don't know no social media.
Oh shoot. Well, all right, ladies. It's just gonna be me and you then.
We got you.
So let's talk about the future of your businesses. Miss Tobbie, where do you see the future of your businesses going? Like, what goals do you have in the next few years?
Oh, ladies, you know what? Being home has just given me the opportunity to just go ahead and dream. And I have learned not to be anxious about anything. Just make a petition, put that request in prayer, and let the Lord just make it happen. So I have a list, believe me. But in the next 5 years, though, I am hoping to open up a business in upstate New York. That's my hometown. Oh, I know the stomping grounds there, and they're all about my age, so it's time for them to get out and do that. And I'm hoping that between Kim and myself, we can add another motor coach to our fleet, because we are thinking we're going to stay mini because Mr. Ferguson, Larry, has the bigger buses. But we're going to stay with the mini buses because I'm noticing that we're getting more intimate crowds where ladies get away, and they're just a smaller group.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and as far as that is concerned, go ahead and just add another bus to our fleet. But that's in a 5-year plan period, though. So
good. That's good that you have your goals written down.
Oh, did he say write it down? Cicely, didn't he say, go ahead, write this down, write your plan?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
What about you, Laneen? What are your goals?
Well, Christy, I've learned to be patient. I think that as a newer business owner, a lot of times we have this vision, but we don't, and I'm gonna speak for myself, we don't take into consideration all the other criteria that go into having your own business, having all the plan made out, and what if, itemizing all of your liabilities versus what you're projecting income is going to be. And so as a result, in the beginning, I was so excited about this endeavor that I kind of put everything into the opening of the business, and I wasn't considering everything else that comes after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a learning experience. It really is. And initially, when I had to close the brick and mortar because liabilities was way more than income, and it was really deflating. It was deflating for me. And so futuristically, I had time with COVID and just kind of regrouping and re-strategizing. Now I have a plan. Now I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to take one day at a time. I'm not going to purchase too much.
It's easy to do. It gets exciting when you get to order from vendors.
You know what I'm saying?
You can imagine it does.
And being, I guess, wise in what I'm ordering to ensure that, I'm meeting the customer's need and not my need, So you have to consider that as a business owner when you have products like mine. And then I'm just taking it one day at a time. Do I want to go back into a brick and mortar? I absolutely do, because I love the touch and see of the people. That's just my forte. I love just having women trying on things and putting colors together and putting pieces together, having that experience on face to face. But right now I just can't do it. So I want to do it through social media. I'll still see your face. You will still see my face. And I have a passion for what I do. I have a passion for my women, my customers. And next 5 years, I don't know. Whatever the Lord has for me, I'll take it.
That's good. That's a good way to think about it. So if there was one thing you want to make sure that consumers or customers know, what would it be, Laneen? If there was one thing you want to make sure they know about your business that they may not already know.
Well, one, my business, with the product, you're going to get quality, because I wear quality. So you're not getting cheesy product. And I take time to shop for certain pieces, and this love and time and commitment going into that. If it's something I wouldn't wear or spend money on, I'm not going to sell it to you.
Right.
Just know that the professionalism and the quality in what I'm looking for and what I'm selling is that. It is that. And then I also want to inform everyone that tonight, as the relaunch or the replay is happening, I am offering everyone a 20% discount if they use the code SHIPTV20.
Yes.
And flash sale is going on, but now it started now until tonight. Again, it's a flash sale. Every person is saved 20% on every product on the website, and the code that you will use is it's on the bottom of your screen right now. SHIPTV20. You have to get it by 11:59 tonight. And this weekend, I know you said one thing, Chrissy. I got one more.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
And then this weekend, starting tomorrow, you will save 10% Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the code is relaunch10. Relaunch10. You'll save 10% off your order Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But tonight, you get 20% off everything.
Woo! That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, everybody, go shop. Wait till we're done, though. Don't.
I know.
Wait till we're done first.
We almost done. I know I can only last 30 minutes. Okay, Miss Tobbie, what about you? If there is one thing you want to make sure that people know about your business, what would it be? Or businesses, rather.
Okay, well, let's start first with J&K. We are open. Somebody called me today on the phone and said, Tobbie, are the bus moving? Are they moving? Yes, they're moving. Call the office. They are moving. So that's the one thing that definitely want to stress as far as J&K transportation. We're on the road, believe it or not. You'll see Black Beauty on the road here. So please give us a call as far as that is concerned. And as far as J&K, as far as Jefferson and events and travel, the same standard that I have last year, I'm still doing it today. Unless it satisfied my taste as far as the service, the quality, and things of that sort, we're just not going to do it right this moment. We're going to start off with staycations where we're going to stay in the state of Georgia or in Alabama. And I promise to get you back home by dark 30. So it's going to be a day trip.
Awesome. Day trips are fun. I need a staycation.
I know it.
Can I be the only person on the bus is what I need to know.
The price that I'm going to charge, maybe you might want to
I might need to split that with somebody. Okay, I got you. Was there anything else that you ladies want to add before we go? No?
Well, I just want to let you all know that this has been absolutely wonderful. Minding your own business. Do you know I went back through all of them to make sure that I did not miss a business? Because there's a vendor that I need to use when I do my family reunion come August. It's just amazing. And I did not know that Sister Lou was doing hers online. I had heard that she was moving out of the address, her building. But this is it's just valuable information. There are just so many people that are within our membership at the church that I just did not know they had the business. And, as an event planner and a traveler, you need every resource that you can get a hold of. So I'm truly enjoying it.
That's right. And our church, I always say this, I think I probably say it every week. I'm sorry. But there's so many people call the church and say, "Hey, do we have a person that does this or this?" And I don't really know. So this has been great because all the businesses that were featured on Mind Your Own Business have been registered businesses with the state. So they're legit businesses, and I'm excited because there's a lot of businesses I didn't know even existed. I didn't know some people even did those things. So that's the exciting thing about it.
I know, because I've been with Fellowship forever in 2 days, and I mean a lot of them. It's just been really exciting and new news to me.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I know everybody
Yeah.
and all the businesses, and I don't.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's been a treat, and you're keeping it up. I love that you're keeping it on the website, so we can go back to it, Sister Laneen. So we can go back to it and find out what we missed, or look for the business that we have not searched before. I did not realize we had so many event planners.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all this by myself.
Yeah, and also we're going to relaunch our website. The business page will be new, so all the businesses, if they're not on there right now, because there are some new ones, the ones that we featured in this program will be up when we're done. So next week is our last week, though. Laneen, is there anything you wanted to say before?
I just wanted to remind everyone to please go to my website, www.queensclosetboutiques.com. So there's an S at the end of Queens and there's an S at the end of boutiques. And please go follow me on both Facebook and Instagram, or one or the other. And please subscribe to the website so that you can get notifications and everything.
Yes. All right. Well, I just want to thank you, ladies. And this is the one before the last. So next week is our last show. We'll have 3 more businesses. And I'm just excited that it went this long, that we did so great. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you still like, share, and comment so that someone who wasn't able to catch the live can watch it later. And hit up Laneen's website and Miss Tobbie's if you need anything. And that's all. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Okay, I'll be calling you, ladies. All righty. Thank you.